everybody, welcome to my channel. Everything I say is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into this review of Married at First Sight. Season 16, episode 15, Whiskey a No-No. So we're going to start off with Jasmine and Aries. Jasmine meets with Devon Franklin, reveals that if she asks Aries where they are in their relationship, she's worried about Aries' response. Devon Franklin basically tells Aries that he has to take charge if he wants what he wants out of this marriage, so to speak. Aries said in order for it to work, Jasmine has to open up. Aries says he doesn't want it to be 5 to 6 months after the process is over, and he has said no and have regrets. And he wished that he had listened to the advice of Devon and the experts. Devon advises him to put in the work. If he don't, he will regret it. Okay, so we move on to the couple meeting with Dr. Pepper. Jasmine explains that she was upset with Aries and what happened at the dance, the line dancing thing where he ended up dancing with the instructor and Jasmine just got really upset. In her confessional, she was like, here I am trying to dance with you and you dance with the instructor. She was very upset about that. So Aries goes outside. He said he understands how she feels, especially with the state of their relationship. And he apologizes to her and they leave. So they show the couple coming into the apartment, right? And then they show, it looks like Aries sleeping on the couch. But I understand the point of them showing that, but I'm sure it's going to be a story behind that. So anyway, meeting with Dr. Pepper. Back to that. Sorry about that. So Jasmine explained what happened at the dance. Aries said he understood how she felt, but her storming out caused a scene and it was unwarranted. And in my mind, I'm just like, maybe, but Jasmine's feelings was like, hurt. Especially with the state of your relationship. And she don't know where you're at in this relationship. So Dr. Pepper said that she asked him, do they see a possibility for this marriage? Aries said he does and feels that when they date, it feels really good and he wants those feelings to last a little longer. Jasmine said Aries assured her that he is still in this marriage, so that made her feel comfortable. So Dr. Pepper challenges them to do more, create habits of connection, to let them know that they are thinking of each other, and they decide to give each other a goodbye hug and a hello kiss in the morning and in the night. Well, goodbye kiss in the morning, night, whatever. You know how it go, y'all. They agree to work on those things so that they can make an informed decision on decision day. So we're going to move on to Nicole and Chris. Chris said he knows it was an emotional week for Nicole and he wants to know how to deal with it. Nicole definitely has some issues she has to work through. She was confusing in her responses to Chris and how he could help her. And at the end, he said he does not want to give up on her and want to help her work through her issues, which she has to work on them herself. Like, I guess you could be a support, but she really has to work on that herself. So they show a scene where Kirsty and Nicole hang out. So they go lingerie shopping for Nicole. Nicole wants to pick out some sexy outfits for Chris. Nicole does not feel comfortable wearing lingerie because in her mind, she does not have the perfect body. She says she's changing the narrative and will be more positive about her self-image. Kirsten give her some moves to do to set the tone for the night, or the moment or whatever. And I thought that was a really cute scene. So the couple meets with Pastor Kyle. Nicole said it's a little part of her that says that Chris did not pick her. And I'm like, she stays in her head. That's part of the problem. And that's going to get them in trouble. Well, get her in trouble with Chris. So anyway, Pastor Kyle tells her to take that devil off her shoulder and to stop self-sabotaging. Pastor Cal said that we have the power over our negative thoughts, which is so true. Chris wants to know what he can do to help her through her negative thoughts. She said just him asking the question alone is enough. So Pastor Cal asked Chris if he loves Nicole. He said honestly he do, and tells Nicole that he loves her, and Nicole says that she loves him. So they reached the point of dropping the L word, okay? But I feel like they followed the process. They did the exercises. They opened up. They became vulnerable with each other. So that's why this couple is where they're at. So we're gonna move on to Kirsten and Shaquille. Kirsten is in the gym working out. She gets a phone call from Shaquille's mother. And she finds out that Shaquille don't feel like he's being supported by Kirsten. Kirsten looks like she is taken aback by this conversation. His mom says Shaquille is under a lot of stress and really needs for Kirsten to be there for him. Shaquille gives me that he will say what he wants to say, but I need to know, Shaquille, did you have this conversation with Kirsten? I mean, you give me the impression that you will say what's on your mind, but did you have the conversation? But y'all probably, the communication between y'all two bullheaded people. That's why. But anyway, the couple meet with Devon Franklin. They feel like they're struggling with their communication. Devon said that unspoken expectations is a relationship killer. And I agree. Like, you can't assume that I could read your mind and know what you want and then get mad at me when I don't do what it is in your head you thought I should do. You gotta let me know. I'm not a mind reader. Anyway, um, he also said having your own narrative will not work in a relationship. It has to be about us and not the individuals. So they talk about Shaquille needing Kirsten, being there for him. Kirsten said it would be like clockwork once she, you know, get used to it and over time to support Shaquille. Devon checked Shaquille and let him know that you can't tell a person how to respond, but to recognize that what Christian is doing is being supportive. And that is what it was with this couple. It wasn't really much on Christian and Shaquille, and I'm normally writing a lot of notes for them. I feel like they would be a great couple if they would just listen to each other. I feel like, I don't know if it's one wants to be more right than the other, or again, those unspoken expectations that's keeping them from having this beautiful relationship. But anyway, we're gonna move on to Gina and Clint. So Gina and Clint have a night where they're making dinner. Clint is cooking catfish po' boys. And I know y'all saying why I have to mention that, because I'm hungry right now, okay? And that food looks yummy. Anyway, Clint likes to cook for people he care about. He feels like doing this for Gina will help them get a little closer. Gina feels like we are designed to have a partner. She says she likes Clint, think he has a big heart, and is hoping that they can move further in their marriage before decision day. So Dr. Pepper, the couple meets with Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper needs them to do more to get out of the friend zone. So Gina says she would like Clint to do more affirmations, like he's happy, he's proud of her, and all these other things. Clint said he would like for Gina to do something unexpected but thoughtful. Dr. Pepper have them watch some emotional movies together. Gina says she appreciates Clint um incorporating himself into her life, being a good dog dad, and she really appreciates him more than he knows. Clint said he likes Gina's willingness to try something new and her entrepreneurship spirit, and for her being open-minded. So pretty much that was all with Clint and Gina. They pretty much are stuck in the friend zone. They are getting along much better since the honeymoon. And I feel like, they both feel like they complement each other, but the spark ain't there. So I don't know how that's going to work for decision day. Because I don't know if I'm not attracted to my husband. But then again, this is a unique experience. So But I don't know if I'm not attracted to my husband in that way. Would it be worth staying married, you know? But we'll see what happens with this couple. So we're going to move on to, because I think I got all of the couples already. Yep, I do. So we're going to go to the couple meetup for this episode. So the couples meet to do some line dancing. Aries asks everybody about, what the ladies talked about. Jasmine reveals that she got emotional. Nicole jumps in and tells Aries he needs to do more, as well as Jasmine needs to talk about the things she needs to talk about with Aries. Nicole said being vulnerable helped her in this process. Clint and Chris reveals that they have friends take themselves out of here because they had things they had to deal with in silence. Shaquille reveals that he was that person but did therapy to deal with it. Nicole thanks him for sharing and said, "You have an amazing wife who wants to be there for you every step of the way." Shaquille gets upset because another wife had to speak on behalf of his wife. And she hadn't, and Nicole, what's her name? Kirsten had nothing to say. Shaquille said he needs for Kirsten to be there, not want her to be there. He said it's very serious and important to him. He said he found out that he was not graduating on time, and he really wished Kirsten was with him in Memphis to talk to her or just be there for him. Kirsten apologizes for not being there for Shaquille. So they come back to the table. Kirsten said she will be there for every event Shaquille has and will put it on her calendar. Kirsten said she just needs Shaquille to be more assertive. And I feel like in the beginning, because you had your walls up so high, Shaquille don't even know how to respond. But if you tell him to be more assertive, Shaquille be more assertive. Shit. They get to doing a line dance, and at the end of the line dance, all the couples was dancing together. But instead of Aries dancing with Jasmine, he let the instructor grab him up and he starts dancing with the instructor. So Jasmine gets upset and walks out. She was really frustrated. Aries comes out and apologizes, saying he acknowledges her feelings and realizes that the state of their relationship have them in this place. So here's what annoyed me about Aries, right? So he apologizes to Jasmine, about dancing with the line dancer, teacher, instructor, whatever the hell you want to call her. And they're going to say, she's not my type. What does your type got to do with you respecting your wife and going to dance with the instructor? What does your type got to do with it? And that's that a little bit of the F-way mentality. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. But anyway, that was all for this episode. We coming down to decision day. And the couples that I feel are strong are Nicole and Chris. Kirsten and Shaquille, strong second. But Kirsten, she be a little iffy. Jasmine and Aries, I don't know. They're gonna surprise me if they decide to stay together. Clint and Gina, they'll surprise me too if they decide to stay together. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And share the video if you like, okay? See you guys in the next video. Peace.